Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Tales of Arise. I think it's time for us to get off this space station and go and jump onto Rena, finally. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm pretty sure that's our next course of action. I don't think we have anybody else to talk to. Maybe? There we go. Take off for Rena. Yes, let's go. Exciting stuff.
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
Okay, let's go. Is it in the middle of an ocean? Yeah, I guess it is. It's one hell of a view. This game's got a really good sense of scale.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
Oh God.
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
It's kind of horrifying.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dahna.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dahna is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dahna, looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dahna's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
Okay, the destroyed remnants of Rena.
So this is Rena. This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dahna suffer the same fate, ever.
Special Owl. Special Owls seem to have appeared throughout Dahna. Okay. Rena, a world of death. How'd the owls get here, huh? What's the lore explanation?
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
Oh, Mom's
No,
upset.
because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something.
All right, the challenge of a lifetime.
So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Rena's Alma using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength. It's that it's sentient, too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Rena's Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up.
Okay, and bridging the divides.
Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
what do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renan rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Dahnans started pressing their own.
Renans, Dahnans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different to someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day,
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
It's weird how they always come in like big groupings like that. I don't remember them being quite that way in Vesperia. I don't know, maybe it's better that they come in groupings rather than the alternative, which is to like interrupt you every 2 screens or something. I don't know. Now, quick question. That's not what I'm trying to do. Wrong menu. Okay, so at this point we can't fast travel. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. I think we are going to keep going. I kind of do want to do all of the side quests in this game, but a lot of them seem to be higher level than where we're at right now, and I think that they're meant to be endgame things, so that's just the feeling that I get. Like, yeah, we're level 45, and there were like 50s and 60s that we were running into, I think, so we're just going to keep going. Okay, this one doesn't seem to be activated. Those will probably end up being shortcuts as we travel through this dungeon here. But let's go.
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
Okay, retirement plans.
I wonder what Helganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Okay, keeping up with the Helganquil.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular remnants inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
I mean, pretty much all of our technology at this point is based on the
hugely.
Helganquils.
Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hoodle.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hoodle!
Ow, ow, ow! Seriously, what the hell?
Oh my gosh, there's so many of these. Thinning the herd. Little too many
guys,
at the moment.
When you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zoogles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dahna, let alone up in Lenegus.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zoogles originally used to be living creatures native to Dahna and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zoogles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zoogles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zoogles aren't so different after all.
Okay. Look, you can see like purple residue flying around. So on Dahna, like the astral energy is white, and so on this planet they're all purple. It's kind of cool. Dude, this is so cool. I love these locations, man. Oh, lovely.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
They don't have a will of their own while on this planet.
It's no use.
Yeah.
We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
I knew there was something off here!
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
Take this! That frickin' does it! Armor won't save you!
By the power
They got me for that frickin' does it!
An astral arc?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Leave the charges to me!
Now I'm in trouble! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Right, next one!
Already up!
Bring you down!
Lightning strike! Sloppy!
Stay away from my friend!
That was really sloppy.
I've let you all down.
Now I can let
I'll
loose.
bring you back from death's abyss!
It's on! This one's
Resuscitation!
mine!
Here's a
In a
healing
bind?
I have to train harder.
Sonic thrust! Try this!
Lunar corruption!
Blending blast!
Do it, Glacial Ridwell!
Frozen!
Hammer! You're
Not much longer to go.
Come on, one final push!
Let's do this together, Alphen.
Blow away! It's on! Burn!
Sadistic descent! I'm ready!
Reload!
Far enough!
Take this! First strike!
Alice Storm!
Devastation!
Inspiration!
There!
Glacial Fire!
I'll tear you apart!
Double demon!
Lightning strike!
I'm out of ammo.
Finish it!
Watch Hey! Blow them away!
Here, let me help.
Now!
Double demon
I'll
back!
smash you!
First aid!
Lightning strike!
Now I'm in the
This
groove!
one's all mine!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
I'm going to need to
You're
use
open.
all the power
I'm
of
gone.
lightning
Ignite!
Rise and ready!
Swallow dance!
Time to shine!
Dragon Sword!
This one's mine!
Piercing roar!
Explosive ring!
Searing flame!
Can't get out of this!
Finish it!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Yeah, they're definitely tough. There's no doubt.
Alphen,
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Dahnan slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
Okay, the Helganquil's legacy.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegus, remember? They probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for?
There's so many of these.
We haven't seen anyone here
It's getting a
except
little
Helganquil.
ridiculous.
Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In tragedy's aftermath, hope is all we have.
Just look at the size of that thing. The Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years. No, even before that. Just how many people, Renan or Dahna, do you think have ever seen this?
Regarding the past 3 centuries at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first. Also, while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
So help me if there's another one. Okay, we good? We're good. All right. So, I want to get... Any camping spot will do. I want to get a food bonus. Since clearly there
That was quite the
doesn't
little
seem to be
adventure
anywhere
we
to
went
camp
on.
yet. Alright, so let's get our camping bonus. Probably experience.
Why are you staring at me?
I could ask the same thing.
So this is how the Sovereign and Maiden are supposed to look. You two go great together.
Law, come stand between us.
Oh, sure. You want me to put something white on as well?
Of course she doesn't.
Take a closer look, Shion. It's a miracle.
What are you talking about?
This outfit, it's already got blue accents on it.
So I see.
Oh god.
Hey, Law. Been training?
Yeah, I guess I got a little carried away. You think this is bad, you should see the state of my underwear.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
A word of advice. You might want to refrain from mentioning that stuff around girls. Ones without a military history especially.
Man, can you imagine Rinwell's face? She'd have a nervous breakdown.
I meant in general, but you sure mention her a lot, you know.
Ooh, called out.
Oh, you know, she's always there, even when you least expect it. Springs to mind easily.
Either that, or maybe some part of you is subconsciously always wishing she was there.
May the trials and tribulations of young romance never change.
Romance? Like I'd be interested in that know-it-all tomboy. I'm more about mature women. Someone more like Kisara.
Careful
you know,
now.
I used to be a tomboy too when I was Rinwell's age.
Look, it's not tomboys I have anything against. But come on, you've got to admit she can be a lot to handle.
Hey, I miss anything? What's all the fuss about?
Rinwell.
Thunderblade!
Ah! What the hell was that for?
A little birdie told me you were speaking about me behind my back.
Look at that half-lidded look.
From the looks of it, I'd say you've got yourself a rival.
It wouldn't be called the Spring of Youth without a little storm every now and then.
Oh my gosh, there's why are we being flooded with these right now? Okay, affection in its many forms. Let's go.
Hey, Shion.
Good God.
How are you and Alphen getting on these days?
That's a little out of the blue. Why do you ask?
Sorry, it's just... I don't know. I'm just curious, I guess. I mean,
A lot's changed now he's got his senses back and all.
I suppose you're right. Well, to tell you the truth, if he'd been the way he is now back when I'd first met him, I probably wouldn't have gotten this involved. But then, if we hadn't met like we did, then I never would have experienced these feelings, so... I guess it's complicated.
I can imagine. I know it's not the same thing, but I know what it feels like to have someone you love who's out of reach.
Because of Miguel.
Alphen's still alive. It's not too late, you know. And after all, who can say what the future holds? I think if I were you, I'd take things as they come for now.
Besides, touch isn't everything. I've never touched you, Xion, but that doesn't stop you from knowing that I care about you, right?
That's true. But I do remember back when we first met, you made it plenty clear you weren't my biggest fan.
Yeah, those two have come a long way.
But that was a long time ago. There were lots of things I didn't understand back then. Not that that's the point.
Don't worry, I'm only teasing. I know what you mean. Thank you. And you're right. There are ways to convey your feelings besides just touching.
I'll say, cooking immediately springs to mind. And if it's someone's favorite dish, all the better. If there's something on your mind that you want to tell him, why not try appealing directly to his stomach?
You might just have a point. I'll give it a shot.
Uh-oh. If it's Alphen's palate you're appealing to, that doesn't bode well for the rest of us.
Well, friendship is about being supportive. Sometimes we just have to do our best and take one for the team.
Kasar's
right?
best girl. And a creepy, crawly tangent.
Even after staying here, we never truly got to the bottom of what makes this realm's citizens tick.
Renan and Dahna are meaningless distinctions here. To have one's own mind is strictly forbidden. All that matters is blind obedience.
That might be the case now, but it can't always have been like that. There must have been something more.
Once, maybe. Question is that something still salvageable?
If it's not, we'll just have to make something new. No, not we. They've had enough foisted on them as it is.
You're right. It's time the people here had the chance to forge their own path. That's not to say it'll be easy, but it will be worthwhile.
These things take time to... What the?
Jesus.
An ambush?
Is that Xion's gun?
Sorry. There was a huge flying bug and I sort of shot without thinking.
A bug? You mean like a Zoogle?
Something tells me she would have shot it, whether it was a Zoogle or not.
This realm is teeming with humid forests.
Yeah, well, did she get it?
It's
That's
only
the real
natural
question.
Insects would feel more at home here than Menancia. In fact, I seem to recall reading somewhere that bugs around these parts lay their eggs in human food to ensure healthy incubation.
Sounds like they're tougher than they look.
What about you, Alphen? Bugs don't creep you out?
Good protein, girl.
I wouldn't say I was their #1 fan. Mind you, if times get desperate enough, I've been known to eat them.
Insects as a culinary option, you say? What kind of seasoning are we talking?
Dohalim, I don't think he was talking about cooking them.
Hey, a lizard!
Okay, I think we're finally there. So many skits. Look at this list, though. Hold on, did one of those have an exclamation? Oh my gosh, so we did miss one. Well, we have to.
What do you know? Another big fire monster with nothing better to do than get in our way.
Oh, this was from a while ago then.
I wonder where the rest of those lights ended up landing. It looked like they were pretty scattered.
Wow.
Well, whatever they're after, let's just hope none of them are anywhere near a city. An ambush on civilians is the last thing we need.
Well, no rest for the wicked, right? Though with 1 down and 3 to go, it sounds like our headache is just beginning.
I thought you liked the opportunity to flex your muscles.
Against those things? It's not like I have a death wish. Besides, we've already got our hands full saving the world. Dying stupidly won't be much help to the cause.
Yeah, I guess I can't argue with that logic. Sorry.
Okay, I think it's just the one. Yeah, let's go. All right, we got something new. I can't remember what it is. Earned combat points. Yeah, what was it? Is it this? Elemental attack up medium, maybe. Yeah, I can't quite remember, but where is the big experience up? Yeah, let's do this. And the duration will go up.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot. Well, how's it taste?
The meat is just the right texture and firmness. You can easily taste all of the ingredients that went into it.
I'm impressed you can cut up such a huge fish.
The basic procedure doesn't really change whether a fish is big or small. All it takes is practice.
Still, I feel a little bad eating this fish. It's supposed to be a pretty rare species, isn't it?
I'm the type who fishes for food first and foremost. Once I catch something, I cook it up with care so it doesn't go to waste. Don't worry, I took an imprint of it for posterity before I turned it into steak.
The meat is so thick. It almost reminds me a little of beef.
What's the difference? Isn't it all meat at the end of the day, regardless of where it comes from?
Says the guy who always complains about it not being red meat whenever we have fish.
I
Look, as
love
long as
seafood.
it tastes good, I don't care what it is.
Even vegetables?
I'm talking about meat!
It looks thick because that's how big the fish was. There's still plenty to go around, so feel free to have more if you want it.
I do love a good
Sure,
tuna steak.
I'll take another slice.
Better grab it while you can, everyone.
Careful, Alphen. You're gonna get yourself in trouble. Let's go ahead and do Xion.
Xion, could we talk a moment?
These two have come a long way.
I thought you had something to talk about. I was waiting on you.
Not really. Why? Should I leave you alone when I don't?
No, it's fine.
They just want to
We
be
used
close.
to really have to force these conversations when we started talking to each other, didn't we?
To say the least. Hey,
What is it?
do you think you'd like to make something together?
I'm sorry, what? Come again?
Make what exactly?
Just if you wanna make dinner together. What did you think I meant?
Huh? Dinner? Oh, dinner, yes. Yes, of course. Dinner. Right.
Do you want to have my babies?
What did you think I was talking about?
No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Anyway, what did you have in mind?
Well, do you recognize these ingredients?
This is... Wait, is this?
So you remember? That's right. We're going to fix the very first meal we ever had together. Although I remember it not being well received when we had it.
You still remember that, huh? I'm sorry, Xion.
I'm just teasing you, Alphen.
Look at her being all
I
romantic
picked
and
this
shit.
recipe because it's easy to make, and I thought it would be a good choice for dinner, too. Anyway, let's get to work. With both of us making it, we should be finished in no time.
I never thought we'd end up eating alone like this again. Just the two of us.
Yeah, so much has changed when you look back on it. Well, I guess maybe not what we're eating, but still.
No, I'd say even that's changed too, in a sense. Our meals are a whole lot better now.
True. We've both come quite a long way in the culinary arts.
That's not exactly what I mean. How do I put it? It feels like eating together is a lot more enjoyable than it used to be.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Even after our battles are done, when Dahna is saved and our mission is finished, we'll probably still be sitting down to dinner like this, night after night.
Yep, I doubt that much will change. You've always got to eat at some point.
I hope our dinners will always feel like this.
Maybe not exactly like this. Hopefully we won't still be camping out.
Oh, no, not at all. I meant in a nice, warm house. One with a roof over our heads and a proper fireplace.
Do they realize what
instead
they're
of an open
saying?
Campfire.
And real chairs instead of these logs. Nice plates and silverware on a big dining table. Oh, and a proper kitchen.
Damn, these two are
That'd be
planning their
nice,
future
too.
right now.
And when it's time to fix dinner, we'll be in that kitchen.
standing side by side.
Whoops. Looks like we made too much. I don't think we'll be able to finish all this.
Yeah, you're right. I'll see if anybody else is still awake. I'd really hate to have to throw it away.
Side by side, huh?
Okay, that one was awesome. Intertwining hearts. We even got a trophy for that. Forge a strong bond with Xion, sharing your first meal together again, and plenty more. Oh, that's cute as hell. Oh, whoops, I did not mean to do that.
Sorry if I'm a bit restless during the night.
Yeah, that was cute as hell. Whoa, a master art explosive charge?
Morning. Ready to head out?
I never thought about this until now, Alphen, but doesn't it get hot wearing that armor all the time? You feel heat and cold again, don't you?
Admittedly, yeah. It can get pretty toasty in this thing.
Is it hard when your back starts to itch?
Oh, you bet. Plus, my shoulders get stiff wearing it, even if it's not all that heavy.
Kisara looks like she manages all right with her armor.
Armor takes a strong body and a stout heart.
Spoken like a true guardsman. Not that I really get what you mean.
The more I think about it, the more I realize what a pain it must be. Like, what do you do when you need to take a leak?
Ew!
That part can be a bit of a pain, yeah.
Rinwell has
More
never
things to
peed,
take off.
ever.
That sucks, man. Wouldn't it be easier if you just walked around outside of your armor most of the time instead?
You never know when the enemy might attack. As tempting as it might be to take it off, it's not worth getting killed over.
So basically, you're screwed if you ever get attacked while taking a dump. Right, Rinwell?
Are you doing this on purpose?
Okay. Wow. This has been an episode of all skits. Rena, let's go. Okay, but we got our experience bonus now.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Never mind.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Dahnans?
I'd say it's likely, which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Dahnans, but it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Dahnans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Xion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
Okay. One thing that I want to do, let's go ahead and play as Law a little bit. Trying to familiarize myself with their movesets a little bit again, because we spent a long time playing only as Alphen. Now, Hootle will still show up in any map that owls are going to show up in, right? I'm hoping that's the case. Guess we'll see. Let's do a quick save. And let's see if we can get this fight in, huh? Let's go.
Looks like trouble with a capital T.
Together, we've got this! Destruction! I'm on it! I'm surrounded!
These ones can run rings around us.
Ready and ready!
Here's evil.
Severing wing! Lunar Virgo! Soaring light!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Mega Ray!
Prepare to be sealed, fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Let's talk more duel.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
There you go! I feel like me again!
Start! Round and pound! Super Flying!
All yours, Kisara!
Nice, good fight.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Okay, if we can keep our bonuses up, that'll be good for our experience gains as well, so let's keep that in mind.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
What the?
Oh, geez.
Where did they come
Unexpected.
from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
Here I
The wing won't save you from me. Behind me.
Can't get out of this!
All good things find free. Why can't they just sit still?
Xion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Ready!
Burn in hell!
Now you see what I can do. Now I'm in the groove.
Water, I never miss.
Eat this! Super
Rising
Swallow
down.
Death! Death Blossom!
Water, hear my call. Hurricane
Rising
Strike.
Don't mind if I do.
Take a
Blade
shot!
Spear, pierce evil.
Hurrah!
Eagle
Freeze
Assault!
Lancer.
Pierce through!
Super Swallow!
Rending splash!
Swallow Dance!
Finish it!
Kisara, go for it.
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Here I come!
Not by a long
Eagle
shot.
Assault!
One,
Now you see what I can do!
Rising Phoenix!
Mega Ray. This one's mine.
Swallow Dance!
Mega Ray.
Eagle
By
Assault!
the power of water. Blizzard blow.
Reinforcements
That'll bring you
incoming!
down. Not a problem.
You're mine! Hurricane
I
thrust!
never miss.
First strike!
Do it.
Xion!
Get toasty.
Bird strike!
I'll heal you all.
Shuko?
Keep calling. Take them down. Hurricane Strike.
Eagle
Eat
Assault!
dirt!
Nothing gets by me.
Swallow Dance!
Healing circle.
Anything in armor is all
Be
mine!
careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Glacier
I'm on it.
Here's evil.
Far enough! You're done!
Freeze Lancer. Outstanding
Finish it.
form.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! And done!
Let's keep up the pace!
Split.
Can't get out of this!
Rising Wyvern!
Glacial Spear.
Here's
Evil.
evil.
You picked the wrong finish!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! Savvy, just keep coming!
Castle! Rising Falcon! Dragon
Swallow
Swarm!
Dance!
Gemini Alpha.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Searing Flame.
Explosive
I'm
kick!
just getting started!
This
Eagle
one's
Assault!
Hurricane Strike.
I'm on it! I'm just getting started! Fateful Arrow! Death Blossom!
Meteor.
Coming in! Super Swallow
Lightning
Death
Thrust!
Blossom!
Rising
That
Falcon!
freaking does it! Super Swallow Dance! Watch it!
Pierce evil.
Dragon
Eat
Swarm!
this! Swallow Dance!
I'm not done!
Now I'm in the groove! More?
Dragon Swarm!
Thank you for all your help.
Please.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Okay, they're resisting whatever we're hitting them with there.
I'll finish you here and now!
Hold on to your art. Here I come!
Far enough.
Right, it's
I
go
never
time.
miss.
Demon Fang!
I'll smash you!
Make it rain.
Xion!
Get toasty.
Bird strike!
This is quite the fight.
You're wide open! Death Blossom!
Struck!
I'm gone.
Super Swallow Dance!
This one's mine.
Death
Finish
Blossom!
it!
Okay.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Too slow!
Rising Wyvern! No further! Hurricane Thrust!
Not in your dreams!
Rising Phoenix!
Gemini Alpha. I'm gone by the
Super
power of
Swallow
water.
Dance!
You're mine!
I'm on it! Soaring light spear!
Anything in armor is all mine! Death Blossom!
Demon Fang! More?
Hear my
Super Swallow Dance!
This one's
Death
all
Blossom!
mine! Ignite!
evil. If it's in the sky, it's
Sword
mine.
Rain Alpha!
This one's
Swallow
mine.
Dance!
Here I go.
Sharply Slash!
Radiant, go
Here!
in.
Super Swallow Dance!
Try this!
It was nice while it lasted.
Ring!
Throbs in pain.
In a bind? I'm on a roll now!
Take
Bolero!
Nothing gets my
Eat this!
Double Demon Fang!
Sharing pieces! Attack time!
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Swallow Dance!
Double Demon Fang! This one's all mine!
How do you like being
Come to an
pounded
end.
into shape?
Not in your dreams.
Eat this!
Demon Fang!
Swallow Dance! Eat this!
Rising Wyvern!
Death Blossom!
My head's spinning. I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Here's a
Your
healing
wide
orb.
orbit!
Lightning
Death
Thrust!
Blossom!
Rising Falcon!
I'll fix you up.
Super Swallow!
This one's mine.
I'm on a roll now!
Glacial
Now
spear.
you see what I can
Here's
do!
evil.
Come!
Hurricane fight.
Dragon!
Blazer.
Dragon
You
Form!
require a hand.
I'll heal you all.
Super Swallow
Explosive
Dance!
Ring!
Make it rain.
Hey! Throw them away!
I'm going to need to use all the
Rising
power of my
Wyvern.
healing art to accomplish this.
I lost my focus!
Here I come!
Super Swallow Dance!
The flame inside me
Eagle
yearns
Assault!
to be let free!
Glacial spear. Here's evil.
Frickin' does it!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! You're too slow! Too slow!
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Watch this!
You're mine!
Where
Should
are
have
you
messed
going?
with me!
You're mine!
If it's in the sky, it's mine. Here, do it.
Kisara, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! Faster!
Rising Wyvern!
Where are you going?
Death Blossom!
Far enough.
Talent Storm! I'll crush you!
All right, this might be the last guy.
Tenebrous Claw!
Lunar, get toasty.
Bird Strike!
Ooh, that was fun. Quite the fight.
There's always room for improvement.
Give me all the experience, thank you very much.
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zoogle somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous.
Now we're gonna lose our
Watch
bonus.
yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way? I have a bad feeling about this.
I do.
Rising Wyvern!
These things really get on my nerves.
I'll smash you!
Rising
Watch
Wyvern!
this!
Got fire!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Burn in hell! All yours!
Got Super Swallow Dance!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Just getting started!
Here's
Super
evil.
Swallow Dance!
Sharply Slash!
Can't get out of this!
Slash! Demon Fang!
Super Swallow Dance! Watch this! I'm on it! Swallow Dance!
Here I come! Devastation!
I'm on it! Lost my focus!
Pass through!
First strike! I can
Rising
carve
Wyvern!
through armor! I'm just
You're
hitting
mine!
Art expert coming through.
Where are you going? If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Sword Rain Alpha! Burn!
Where are you going?
I'm on a roll now!
Make it rain.
Demons descend! Flashing Fang! You're wide open!
You're mine!
Water. Here I come.
Super Swallow Dance!
Glacial spear.
Rising Wyvern!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing art to
Dance!
accomplish this.
Not on my watch.
It's time! It's not today! Now I can let loose!
Armor won't save you!
Finish it!
Kisara, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! And done!
Let's keep up the
Rising
pace.
Wyvern! Strike!
Do it.
Chill!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
There.
Too slow!
Rising Wyvern! I'm not done! Hurricane Thrust!
Swallow Dance!
Rising Phoenix!
Eagle Assault!
Can't get out of this!
Finish it!
Shion!
Get toasty.
Bird Strike!
Man, that last one, we beat on him hard.
Good to know my training is paying off.
Okay, let's go straight into the next one, and then we'll save the game and
Hey,
go into the
when did I
next
get so
episode.
popular?
Swallow blade! Double decap!
Here goes lunar corruption. Lunar blast.
Severing wind! Devastation!
Rising sun.
Eagle assault! Down!
Dragon ready.
Now I'm in the groove. Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Okay, well, that sucked. Kind of got stuck in a combo there and got fucked on the big hit.
All good things come to an end.
You're mine!
Swallow dance!
Raining thrust!
Bring you down.
What's this?
Confiscated.
Eternal devastation!
Magna ray.
Take this!
Hear my
Can't
call.
get out of this!
Rising falcon!
Great super swallow
The
dance!
flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Super swallow dance! Make it rain!
Remember!
Astral energy.
Say no more! You're wide open! Swallow blade!
I'm
Double demon fang!
Thankful shattering of the pieces! I can carve through walls! Swallow dance!
Here I come! Demon fang! Double
Eagle
demon fang!
assault! Leave the charges to me! Prepare to be seen!
Double demon fang!
Thankful arrow!
Into the
Freeze the free! Eagle assault! Going in! Make it rain! Water!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right
In a
beside
vine?
you.
I'm gone!
Here goes.
Rising Wyvern!
Do it. Go for it.
Prepare to crumble!
Woo! All right, there we go. All
That took more
right.
energy than I expected.
With that, I think we're going to end this episode. So thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters, Darren York, ZTD, 7th Son, Louis D, Ivan K, and Len. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.